Welcome back, Game Gym goers. I'm Coach Nerf, and this is part 2 of our series on attacking. We'll be taking a look at some more basic tools like aerials and grabs that will help you have more options against an opponent. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to identify new methods of attacking and demonstrate their use in gameplay. For a fun in-game warm-up, go to Special Smash, then Custom Smash, and turn your weight to light. Then play a game on Final Destination and get used to using all of your aerials. Use each one 5 to 7 times, and in the process, grab and throw your opponent 5 to 7 times as well. Last time we talked about how there were different types of attacks and taught you smash attacks, tilt attacks, and special attacks. This time, we'll start by focusing on what we didn't touch on, aerial attacks. Air attacks happen when you press the A button in the air, not on the ground. There are 5 types of aerials. Neutral aerial, done by pressing A without a direction while airborne. Forward air, performed when you press A in the direction you're facing. Back air, when you press A in the direction behind you. Up air by pressing A and up. And down air by pressing A and down. Each will have a use for your character, and it's up to you to decide how best to use each tool in your kit, but generally speaking, neutral airs are the fastest aerials that can be good to defend from approaches or to extend combos. Forward airs are either strong edgeguarding tools or fast combo moves, and can sometimes be used to outrange opponents. Back airs are usually high-powered moves that are used for KOs, but are slow and require higher precision to land. Down airs are often spikes, giving them edgeguard potential, but are also the most risky aerials a character has. And up airs are usually juggling tools used to keep your opponent in the air. As a result, they have good range and speed. Play a game and use each aerial to hit the opponent 5 times each, and learn what moves work best in your character's kit. Now let's talk about an equally important aspect of attacking the opponent, grabs and throws. By pressing the shield button and attack at the same time, you can perform a grab. There is also an automatic grab command in the Z button for a reliable option. This move is unique in that it will beat an opponent's shield, meaning that this is a strong tool to beat even the toughest defenses. Once an opponent is grabbed, they can mash their buttons to get out faster, but when they are at higher percents of damage, it will become more and more difficult to do so. Before they can mash out, you can press A to pummel the opponent, which is an attack that will deal low damage but can stack up very quickly. Too many pummels though, and your opponent will bust out of the grab. Pressing a direction while grabbing an opponent will throw them in the direction you press. Up throws, down throws, forward throws, and back throws all have their own differences and uses just like air attacks. In a game against a CPU or a friend from Game Gym, grab the opponent and pummel them 3 times, then go for each different throw afterwards. Do this 5 times with each throw direction for a total of 20 throws and 60 pummels. Pay attention to what your character's best throws are. For our last drill, I want you to challenge yourself by playing a character that may be rather unfamiliar for you, Ryu. This is a character that has special attacks that are based on commands. That is, a series of buttons and inputs that when put together quickly, trigger strong moves that have enormous payoff. Ryu has a few special moves that can be used with just the B button, but they are weaker versions of the moves you can use when you do the command inputs. Let's look at the Hadouken. Perform it with an input by pressing down on your control stick, then rotating it to forward and pressing A. If done correctly, your Hadouken will do 1.25 times the damage and knockback than if you just press neutral B. The Shakunetsu, the red Hadouken, can be done by pressing back, then rotating down to forward and pressing the A button. This is another projectile that is only usable through the input and is a combo move for Ryu. Tatsumaki, the spinning side B, is performed by pressing down, then rotating backwards and pressing A. Finally, the Shoryuken, aka the up B, is performed by pressing forward, then down forward in a Z pattern and pressing A. You've got to do the inputs fast to get the right move. Perform each of Ryu's command inputs 5 times each, and if you really want a challenge, do them while facing the other side, so you have to reverse the direction of your inputs. Let's now put all the pieces together for a complete look at what attacking is all about in Smash Bros. Play a best of 5 set with a friend, and incorporate your air attacks, grabs, and throws into your growing arsenal of options to use against them. Each time you finish a game, recognize what attacks you used a lot, perhaps too much, and which ones you didn't use very much of, if at all. Then, focus on using those moves that you didn't before in the next game. Your opponent likely won't be expecting them, and they may be more rewarding for you. Keep reflecting on how you can use your different types of attacks together and what your character's strengths and weaknesses are. Whenever you have downtime between practicing your main character, Go into training mode for a little bit with a character that you know the least about, and learn more about their moves in the same way you did for this lesson. Never stop learning about the 85 plus characters in the game. You never know when that information may come in handy. Let me know in the comments if there are any more in-depth discussions you'd like on any of the attacks we covered in Attacking 1 or 2. Thanks for watching, I'm Coach Nerf, and I'll see you next time.